This is I Take Everything. Here's the review for you of the 2011 13-inch MacBook Air. Let's go ahead and get started. Starting with the specs, this comes with macOS 10.7 line. It has a 1.7 GHz Intel Core i5 processor. It has 4 GB of 1333 MHz DDR3 RAM. And it comes with 128 GB of solid-state flash storage. Now, starting off with the display, this display is really nice. It is actually 1440 by 900 pixels. This is actually the same resolution as the 15-inch MacBook Pro. And what this is going to give you is really, really high resolution text when you're reading text on websites, for example, and really, really sharp images. And yeah, it looks really great. As you can see, the screen looks really nice. So the screen has a really nice resolution, but one thing I did find a bit bad about the screen is the viewing angles. As you tilt the screen down, there is a rapid change in colour, and as you move it from side to side, the colour deteriorates rather rapidly. Now, it's not that bad, but I did think that was a little worse in viewing angles than the MacBook Pros, for example. Now let's talk about the FaceTime camera. This is actually a standard definition camera, unlike the MacBook Pros, which have HD FaceTime cameras. So I was not impressed at all with this camera. Like, it looked alright, but in comparison to the MacBook Pro, it was no match. And I really think Apple should have put a HD camera on. But of course they didn't, because they probably will put one on in the next generation. But yeah, comparing to the MacBook Pros, the camera wasn't very good. But if you compare it to most general PC laptops, it's probably better than most of them. So the camera's alright, but don't expect anything great. Now let's talk about the keyboard and trackpad. Apple are well known for having really nice keyboards on their laptops, and the MacBook Air is absolutely no exception. The keys are flat. I think this is called an aisle in the keyboard, and it's a pleasure to type on. And now it's also backlit, because you might remember that when the last MacBook Airs come out, they actually took the backlighting feature out. Now they have actually put it back in, which is great. I don't really know why they took it in the first place, but it's back. So when you're in dark situations, the keys will automatically light up, and it's daylight now, but you can see how the keys are lit up, because I just turned it up there, but that's pretty cool. And a couple differences from this keyboard to the last MacBook Air is it now has a mission control key, and it also has a launchpad key, and the old MacBook Air had a dashboard key. I actually think this is quite stupid, because I actually liked having the dashboard key to just tap it and go on the dashboard, but now I can't do that on this laptop. So I was quite annoyed with that. And I don't think there should be a launchpad key. Like, what the hell's the point in that? So anyway, I just think that's pretty stupid. I hate that there's no dashboard key anymore. Now let's move on to the trackpad. The trackpad is fantastic, just like every other Apple laptop. It's clickable anywhere, as you can see. There's a whole variety of gestures, mission control, switch between apps, 2 fingers for secondary click. The list goes on, but in summary, the trackpad is the best one I've ever used. It's the same as the MacBook Pro, silky smooth to the touch. Way better than anything in Windows world. Going around the ports, on the left hand side we have the charger, USB 2, headphone, and microphone. I think this is a double port, so you can plug a microphone and the headphone into it, into one port, and a microphone. Going around the right hand side, we have Thunderbolt. This is new for these models, wasn't on the last ones. And another USB 2 and SD card slot. As you can see, the ports are rather lackluster, and there's no USB 3.0. I think that's pretty stupid. Like, we have Thunderbolt, but I would have liked to see USB 3.0 on this model, seeing as it is 2011. And I've even seen $300 netbooks with USB 3, but it does have Thunderbolt, which is really good. But anyway, Apple should be adopting USB 3, I think. So because this laptop has solid-state flash storage, it just makes everything really fast. Apps open up in literally a matter of seconds. As you can see, I basically just click on the app once, and it pops right open. As you can see. So performance on the MacBook Air is fantastic. You can video edit, everything works really well on it. Obviously it's not going to be as fast as a quad-core MacBook Pro for video rendering, but for general things, this MacBook Air feels faster than a MacBook Pro with a hard drive, because it has the solid-state flash storage. So my overall conclusion on the MacBook Air, who should buy it? If you're a uni student, if you're a traveller, if you're a businessman, whatever, the MacBook Air is for you. It is extremely light and thin and really fast with the solid state drive and the Core i5 processor. So yeah, the MacBook Air is a great computer for a traveller or someone who just wants a light laptop. So anyway guys, that has been my full review on the 13-inch 2011 MacBook Air. Go ahead and give this video a like, as I really appreciate it. Go ahead and drop a comment down below. Do you prefer the MacBook Air or the MacBook Pro? Go ahead and subscribe right above and follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/itecheverything. See you guys in the next video.